And we're back here for our second segment, but we're also back at Worcester Technical High School with a robust, growing advanced manufacturing program led by Brian Cummings, the department head of the advanced manufacturing program. And then Worcester Nightlife is back. Coordinator Liz Tiley is leading a renaissance, rejuvenation of that program, which is so important for our city and region if we're going to have a well-trained, educated, motivated workforce. So welcome both.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So Liz, maybe we can start off with you. You come to this role with some experience in really strengthening a nightlife program out in Western Mass.
Yes, I was working at Smith Vocational and Agricultural High School in Northampton for the last 3 years, building a program that had been dormant for 30 years. And so this is actually a little bit easier because it hasn't been dormant very long, and a lot of the old teachers are contacting me, and a lot of the information is in the file, so I'm very excited to be rebuilding this. It's going pretty well so far.
And so again, if someone's not familiar with it, what is nightlife and how is the focus of it changing in today's kind of demanding world in terms of work and expectations?
Well, my focus, I have a 35, 40-year background in manufacturing. I own a blacksmith shop, and so my focus is vocational. That's what I was trained in, and so it's very exciting to have that here in Worcester, to be able to bring in back the electrical journeyman training, the plumber code and theory training, the phlebotomy technician. We'll do more allied health as the program has more time to grow.
And that's critical because the biggest employer in this region is healthcare, and we're going to tie into and manufacturing, the fourth largest employer. So not every position or job requires a college degree out of the gate. It does not, it's not, and people oftentimes can access and pay for college by gaining kind of entry-level experience in jobs.
Yeah, and somebody was asking me if these are degree programs, and I said for the trades, this is a degree program.
Right.
You have to do 4 years, and then you do a 5th year and you're a master. It's just like college. It's a degree program for the trades, and with allied health, these are pathways to RNs or different medical careers too.
And pathways that's such an important, I think, concept for people to understand. Again, if someone wants to say, I need to work, if I'm going to think about Quinsigamond Community College, Worcester State, or one of our private institutions, or whether I want to pursue a field or just put food on the table, and where are the jobs, and the allied health programs that you've got and contemplating will kind of provide those pathways.
Yes, we're really excited about that, and hoping to work with some English language learners
Right.
too on some of these programs.
Right. And the fourth largest employer, which average median wage is higher than the other sectors, is manufacturing. Great tradition of manufacturing here in Central Massachusetts. Brian, you're the department head, and in a couple of years, I think now that you've been a department head, have really revamped the program, much more high profile, because there are such meaningful careers. And to our viewers out there, if you're thinking about a career, if you've got kids, grandkids, please think about manufacturing. It is different today. Many of these manufacturing facilities are as clean as a hospital, tech rooms, clean rooms. Brian, tell us what's going on in manufacturing.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for saying that, because it's an important message for the parents to hear.
Average median wage, I think, and this is a few years old, $55,000, $60,000.
And rising.
And rising.
Yeah, I think nationally it's a little higher than that. So, we've worked really, really hard to do a lot of outreach to bring the program back. As you know, it's one of the highest employment sectors, and also one of the hardest to draw in too. Not too bad in the adult education. It's easy to get some retraining student.
And that's where this program, this advanced manufacturing program for adults, are free, right?
Right. We have a free 60-hour training starting the first week of March, and we have 6 people signed up, I think, now, interested in 10 spots. But Brian's going to be the teacher, so he can tell you a little bit about the class too.
Yeah, so this first program is going to focus on precision measuring instruments, where students will learn the basics from tape measure and rule measurement all the way up to dial gauge measurement, indicators, micrometers, and so on. And this will be the first segment of many to come, hopefully, following with an advanced measuring instruments, and then CAD CAM and CNC training.
So this free program from beginning end 10 is how many weeks?
It's 10 weeks,
10 weeks.
60 hours.
And with that, they'll come out of there with some credentials, industry recognized credentials.
Yeah, national credentials.
And I can tell you folks out there that our manufacturers locally are desperate for people with any level of training.
Yeah, that's been a huge part of my job lately, is talking with employers and trying to get students placed in co-op positions, and as well as, you know, alumni, whoever they can get. They're really desperate for help right now.
Right, and making things that are vital to our economy. And the other thing about manufacturing, why it's so important, that as policymakers and as business leaders, we've got to advocate for it. It is a force multiplier. It contributes more to the economy than other sectors because of the supply chains, the purchasing, the services that go around, the transportation piece, and plus you're making stuff. You got some hardware, Brian. What do we got in front of us?
So these are parts ninth graders make within their first couple weeks in school. They learn how to draw this in CAD CAM. They CNC
CAD is
machines.
computer assisted design.
Yep, and CAM, computer assisted manufacturing. They learn how to draw this. They learn how to set all the tool paths, and really within the first week, a lot of students were doing this, setting all the tools, advanced carbide tooling. We're using Titans of CNC curriculum, which is a soup to nuts CAD CAM program, which merges well with our MACWIC training and our NIMS training, and better prepares those
Stackable
students for
credentials. So if someone completes your program, they can go to Saint-Gobain, they can go to a local manufacturer, gain some experience, make a good wage, and then with some of the credentials, go up to Quincy, maybe another school, and they get some credits for those as they look maybe for an associate's in manufacturing or an engineering related degree that will help them in their career path.
Yeah, and many employers are so desperate, they're sending students to college right from work, so you can get in right out of high school, right out of our trade school program into work, and they're paying for the colleges. You know, college is so expensive right now.
Right.
And if a company can help support that, again, students right out of the gate of high school employed.
And our colleges and universities are much more nimble to try to meet the needs of learners, recognizing work requirements, family requirements. So, and this is a way to do it more affordably without maybe the debt issue, if you can pay yourself or if your employer might pay. Incredible careers in manufacturing. I want to make sure we're going to do it before we end, but how do people learn about nightlife? How do they go online? How do they reach you?
The easiest way is to go to worcesternightlife.org, the website. The phone number is right there. You can contact me through the website with a contact us form.
WorcesterNightlife.org.
WorcesterNightlife.org, or call Worcester Tech and they'll forward the phone call
Right.
to me. It's easier than remembering the number.
Just in the minute. So this program is 10 weeks. It's a free program that's just starting, but it's fair to say that there'll be subsequent programs of different types relating to manufacturing.
Yes. Yep. Many to come, and we're going to be looking for more instructors as well to teach some of those because of the demand there is. We're also doing the Innovation Pathways program through the Worcester Public Schools. So we're going to be running that program from 7 a.m. until 10 o'clock p.m. every day of the week.
Right. Liz, you mentioned phlebotomy as it relates to the allied health.
Right.
Some of the programs that you're contemplating over time with allied health.
But we have partnered with the National Health Career Association. So as soon as I find instructors, we're able to offer medical assistant, medical administrative assistant, EKG technician, electrical health records specialist, pharmacy technician, and billing and coding specialist, and a patient care technician.
And we have at the Chamber a healthcare roundtable, and we meet probably half dozen times a year, 4 times a year, with all of our members who are in the healthcare space, from the largest, from UMass Memorial Healthcare and St. Vincent's to the smallest providers. These are positions that are needed now, and if you've got these skills and credentials, you can get a job and a pathway in healthcare.
Yes, and we also will be setting Worcester Tech up as a provider through the Department of Public Health to do CNA training too. That's
right. CNA,
yeah.
Again, hugely important. And so, you're bringing a very practical, workforce-oriented approach so that people can plug into this economy and earn pathways and provide for themselves and their family. That's going to be a major focus. But you are going to do still some of the fun programs
Yes.
that people maybe in the past have associated nightlife, though it's become much more career, work-based focus. Maybe you could share with our viewers some of the fun, lighter programs. Yeah.
Yeah, there's beekeeping, photography, genealogy, how to camp or outside adventure in case you're one of those people that's afraid when you go out in your tent.
Spending too much time on the,
There's-
on the gaming in front of on the couch, right?
Yeah,
How to
there-
get outside.
There's Spanish, there's flower design, there's a sea glass, 4 different floral design classes. There's sea glass workshop. I've been contacted by some that will be offered in the fall to dance fitness. We do now have yoga, golf. Jim Fenner's teaching golf at the Cyprian Keys Golf Course, and that supposedly was very popular in the past, and we have a number of people signed up already.
Great, great. Just to come back to the electrical and plumbing, though, because that is a huge need, and with opportunities, Worcester growing and expanding, construction activity, people want to plug into those programs and kind of how they're going to be structured.
Yeah, we're actually starting the journeyman electrician February 25th, and it'll go through the end of May or the beginning of June. We've already got a pretty robust enrollment in the first level. The levels 2, 3, and 4, we're trying to service the people that might have had an interrupted education because of not offering it in the fall. Plumbing, this is really exciting because Tier 1, we're going to offer 110 hours between now and the summer. They could complete Tier 1 and do Tier 2 in the fall. Normally, you can only take 1 tier a calendar year, but plumbers, due to recent regulation changes, are able to take Tiers 1 and 2. You don't have to be an apprentice for Tier 1. You do have to be an apprentice for Tier 2. So you'd want to get 1,700 hours of work in a calendar year. But anyway, it's a
And
lot
those are
of
2
detail.
jobs that robots ain't ever going to do. So you want a real, real, meaningful career that's going to be lifelong and lucrative, electrical and plumbing, and what a great pathway. We're going to have both of you back quite a bit, because if we're going to meet the needs of our members, which is a well-educated, trained workforce and entry-level pathways, this is a huge focus of our work. So we're excited that you're here, and looking forward to the partnership.
Could I mention also the bus drivers?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
If that's all right.
Oh, absolutely.
The Worcester Public Schools are in great need of bus drivers, and we're offering a permit course and if you saw the curriculum, you can study for the CDL permit test yourself, and you don't have to be looking for a bus driver. You could just be wanting to be a CDL, get your commercial driver's license. Anyway, it's a very dense curriculum, and it's being taught on campus. It's $95.
95 bus driver training program, great opportunity, great training, and it's a career that's bus drivers and leads to other things too.
And the jobs are here.
Jobs are here,
Right in
local
Worcester.
and flexible. Hey, we covered a lot. We're excited to have a great partnership with Worcester Nightlife and Worcester Public Schools. You're going to hear a lot with them in the future. And if you're out there need opportunities, training, and work, WorcesterNightlife.org.